If they don't get shit on really hard, I think the Rams team has this because Yasuo will be a non-factor if the game is like even because Rams will just taunt Yasuo every fight. Like you can't get around that. You versus kill jungle. Why is that guy a square? God damn it, I hate that. Elise will be now known as blue square for the rest of the game. God damn it. And I can't fix it without leaving, and I don't think I can reconnect to this game. So I'm not gonna try. We already spent 5 minutes getting into this game. We are not wasting any more time. What do you mean when you say matchup with junglers? Like, okay, let's say this matchup. There's very little chance that Rammus can ever counter jungle Elise unless he knows Elise is on the opposite side of the map. That means Elise has free reign at invading Rammus because there's no way in hell Rammus is going to beat Elise 1v1. So that means Elise is favored in this matchup because if Rammus walks past the river, let's say Rammus walks past the river and tries to gank from around. If Elise is in this brush, Elise will rip apart Rammus's HP. But if it's the other way around, if Rammus is in this brush and Elise walks around the gank mid, Elise doesn't really care because Elise will beat Rammus unless like allies come. So that's why this matchup, jungle match, will be much favored towards Elise because Elise isn't afraid of going anywhere in this matchup. Like certain matchups are like that where one jungler is not afraid to go past river because they know they will not lose if they meet the enemy jungle. That's why Rammus has to play a lot smarter than Elise because if Rammus accidentally walks into Elise, he's going to get chunked and he's going to lose a lot of time if not die. That's why Lee Sin's a very hard. The Vix blue spear. Switch it to colorblind and change it back. Last time I did that, it fucked me up. Should I do it? Last time I did that, it crashed my game. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. Fuck it, I'm not doing it. We'll call it blue box. Blue box is moving towards red. Oh yeah, that's what I mean by jungle matchup. Lee Sin's an annoying jungle matchup for most champs because if you walk into a Lee Sin and you get surprised by it, you get shit on. Rammus doing something interesting. He rolled right towards this buff. Obviously, Rammus is aware of the jungle matchup because he warded outside his red. He does. Obviously, it's a terrible ward, to be honest. Who put this ward down? Not me. If you're gonna ward that spot, ward here because at least could have technically hugged the wall. Anyway, Rammus is probably aware of the matchup because if Elise invaded on Rammus there, Rammus wouldn't be able to do much with just... there you go, he should be level 3, he's gonna level spout, taunt, there we go. Elise is up. Like, you do that against Lee Sin too, you ward outside your buff and try to do it either early or just make sure you see Elise or Lee Sin come at your buff. Blue square is going towards mid. There's some legions. Oh shit, they got chunked, I don't know what happened. Yasuo is just owning him. Yasuo's playing really aggressive. I don't think Ziggs should die here. Like, unless Ziggs makes a huge error, I don't think he should die, because Yasuo's the aggressor. Rammus, on the other hand, has a chance to gank. Let's see. Elise is trying to look for Rammus, but maybe too little too late. Let's see the gank. I don't think this is a good gank. We'll see. I think Swain's going to kill them both. I think Swain could have stood his ground, maybe. Because there's a lot of minions there, and like that guy cannot tank that many minions if he gets snared. I think Swain should have just fought that. Because it's very hard to tank while you're getting CC'd. Like, tank a big minion wave while you're getting CC'd like this. Like, look at the damage Swain can do. I'm pretty sure Swain would have done really well that fight, even if he got taunted. Oh well. Because imagine if Shyvana was like being aggroed by minions there. Pretty sure he would have done fine that fight. Because the enemy has no ignite either. Both sides have no ignite, so it's actually really hard to kill each other from full HP. Here we go. Yasuo. Oh, Yasuo gets slowly stunned. Rammus tries to avoid the stop. Level 2 taunt, is it? Yes, level 2 taunt. This is where Rammus does not shine. In 2v2 fights, I don't think... oh, never mind, he might win. Okay, never mind, fuck it. they had enough time to kill Yasuo, but... yeah, Yasuo was 1v1 too long. Oh my god, he's actually going to get a kill. Why is Elise not 4? But if Yasuo managed to live a little bit longer, it would have turned really bad for Rammus and Ziggs. Because Rammus is more about killing one target. He's not about killing two. Rammus has trouble killing two targets unless they shit on the other guy really fast. And that's why he died. He was DC'd. He was fucking DC'd. He was just going bang, bang. It's like, hey, he looks like he's DC'd. Nah, he's still there. Who, in your opinion, is the worst champion? I don't know. It's probably a champion that's like situationally bad, or like anytime you mention like a worst champion, like there's always like a dozen defenders of that champion. It's like Fire Emblem. Like you say, this character's bad, and there's like, oh, in this situation he's really good. So you have to find a champion that's like only good at a certain few situations, like very few. I don't know who's really fucking bad right now. I don't know. Olaf's pretty bad because he's really hard to play, and he's only okay top. I guess he's like a below average top that's hard to play. He's really bad jungle, but I don't know. It's hard to say who's like the worst champion. It's really hard to say. Olaf's pretty bad though because he's just really hard to play, and the reward is like average. They just figured it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. They just figured it out. They just figured out he's DC'd. Thresh is like, huh, he's DC'd. Thresh! 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 He's like, oh, by the way, he's DC'd. Thresh! Oh, was Olaf played early spring? Oh yeah, the Perseverance Mastery is pretty strong back then. But I think his win rate wasn't even that high, Olaf's win rate in LCS. It's because the defense tree was really, really good for Olaf specifically. But it's hard to say what's like the worst champion is, because there's champions that shine in certain situations. If certain buffs happen or something. Garen's pretty meh. Garen's pretty meh, yeah. I've seen Garen's do okay. Garen's pretty mad though, because Garen has similar problems to Olaf. Urgot's pretty mad, but I've seen Urgot's do decent. Like Garen, like someone has to be the worst, but it's hard to say in a game like this. In a game like League of Legends, it's hard to say who's worse. Like in a game like Fire Emblem, it's easy to say who's the worst character, because like it's usually the character that joins like 20 chapters in at level 5 or some shit. It's really easy to say this guy's fucking terrible. But in like League of Legends, it's hard to say who's the worst, because there's so many scenarios. You know, we're waiting for this. Oh my god, this swing snare. Victor's not that bad, honestly. His damage is actually not that bad, Victor. What Nino best mage? As he gets one shot on the harder modes. Best is so good. That's so good on hard 5. That's best character in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon on hard 5. A lot of hero or a lot of characters in Fire Emblem, if you play on the hardest mode, you'll figure out who the fucking worst ones are. Usually they're the guys that come late. Like Est is god awful in hard 5 because she gets one shot by everyone, and the amount of effort to get her to level is insane. Oh, he's back. Okay. Well, blue buff's moving out. Let's see. Okay, no more looking at the arguments for who's the worst champion. Alright, Rammus moving up. Anyway, like I said, mid and top are the easiest ganked lanes. I believe he must have walked over a ward. Yeah, Rammus must figure out how to get gold, or else he's gonna fall behind. Like, he does not win I farm more. Notice, if you don't level taunt on Rammus, your ganks are so weak, but that's the point of playing Rammus. You want your ganks to be strong, so what that does is Rammus's farm speed is insanely bad if you level taunt, but if you wanted to farm champion, you'd pick someone else. Let's see. Taunts. E3. Okay. Let's go up E, up Q, that's obvious. Q, obvious. W. Q. Q. Okay, so good guy Rammus. Yeah, blue to Ziggs. Right now, Rammus needs to get more ganks in. We got that Yasuo kill, that was good. But if Rammus doesn't get more gold, he's gonna fall behind. Elise needs to farm fast. I'm not sure what Elise is running. Like Elise can do easy ganks too. I'm not sure what his build is. Oh, he has a strange build. Oh, I can't tell how much armor he has. When you put your mouse over it, just tells you it's armor. Like, thank you, Riot. I was wondering what this was. Now I was trying to mouse over to figure out how much bonus armor they had. But maybe I can click C. That doesn't help me. It's like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's armor. Oh, it's magic resist. Let's see. That 10 jungle's alright. This is a strange gank, because you don't know if Shyvana's going to keep pushing her and walk away. Let's see. Shyvana should realize something's up, but there we go. Unfortunate. These siders should be camping Rammus's camps or just aggressively ganking top lane. Easier way to gank top lane would be through here, like just walk, hug the wall, and then appear behind them, and then they have to go by you, and then you won't miss. Like, it's highly unlikely you'll miss a stun if you're in their way. Like, they have to walk by you, and it'll be a close range stun. Wow, he needs a wind wall. His wind wall is down. Let's see, that gank fails. Swain will actually bully Shyvana, like if you give him some breathing room, but Rammus can also gank this. This is with gold. Teach about auto attacks for red buff slow. Like, yeah. So usually if you gank with like an Elise, you can actually stay in range for him and just auto the guy over and over with red buff slow. Like if you gank through here and then sat in front of him. Like sometimes you see me, I QW them, but I don't switch forms and I don't use cocoon. I just auto them a bunch of times. Like sometimes when I gank, you notice when I play Elise, I just auto them, walk up towards them, auto them, or walk in the way they're about to walk. Like just block their escape route by just constantly autoing them. And then finally fire a cocoon when they're really close, and then switch forms. Like there's no point blowing your load and swapping forms instantly when you're behind them, when you can get free auto attacks off. Not sure what this guy's doing. I think he underestimated how much damage Swain does. Yeah, Swain is very strong against melees. Yeah, I think he underestimated just how strong Swain is against melees. It's like facing an Orianna. If you walk up beside Orianna and you let her auto you, the damage goes up really fast. It is gold tier. Let's see. Rammus has an easier gank. Yeah, this is a nice gank. Easy gank for Rammus. Yasuo is wide open against Ziggs. I was playing earlier today, and Wings was playing really aggressive on Yasuo, and I was Ziggs, and I didn't get any ganks. Like, it's really fucking easy to gank Yasuo when you have Ziggs on your team, because Ziggs can just W Yasuo, and he gets stunned for like point something seconds, or even knocked towards you, so really easy gank, especially if the Yasuo plays aggressive. So right now, wards, let me see, ward coverage. Blue box, they have a river warded. But yeah, so they might need to gank bottom if they're this far up. But there's a ward there, so it'd have to be via Thresh Lantern. problem with ganking bottom so soon after being shown mid is they know you're coming. Let's see. There we go. Oh my, never mind. I guess they don't. That was a really good hook. Okay, never mind. Never mind then. Oh, dodges that. He's in a bad spot though. Oh my god. One issue with ganking a lane that's behind in items like this, Lucian right now only has... Lucian has 97 damage. Jinx has 179 is... yeah, so there's like a 80 damage difference in AD, so it's actually really hard to gank this lane. Damn, this is a stomp. I think we're going to play Civ 5 soon. So yeah, so... Or now bottom, this is being demolished. This is when rotations happen. So if a lane loses that many turrets, he might be in trouble. I think he's in trouble. Like a double. Snare and then ult and then pray. Yeah, he's praying right now. You know, he probably... I don't think he would have gotten away. I think he would have gotten some distance, but that was hella troll. Anyway, your buffs start getting counter jungled if a lane pushes this far out. Alright. Yeah, so it's getting beat now. Like, Rammus is working out, I guess. Rammus has the home guard. Swiftness. I've seen people do that, yeah. It's a fine build. Bork rush on Lucian, IE rush on Jinx. That's bizarre. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, so if lanes start losing, the enemy laners might actually be at your boss. But did she start? Did she start? Wait, I'm gonna do something real fast. Hopefully it doesn't crash it. You started Ruby, right? Wait, what? You sold it. It's like, yes, you can do that, man. I don't think it's that efficient. I don't think Frost Queen's that bad on Nami. I was wondering, like, it's like, what did he start with? Oh, he was on a ward, yeah. So Swain does a lot of damage, obviously. Did we miss someone dying or not? Anyway, there's just such a lead on blue side, and this is one-sided now. Flashes it, good. Where's Rammus? Oh, Rammus is making his way towards it. Why is there a blue box? You're stoned out of your mind. That's fine. It's a graphical glitch. Sometimes happens. What are keyword locations of the jungle? So, if I'm blue side and we're slowly winning, you'd put a word here. If you're losing, you put it either here or here because it's easier, or like it helps your laners more. This is more about for dragon fights. I put a word there if you're winning. You can tell if the team's winning or losing by where their words are sometimes. Because if you're winning, you'd have deeper wards past river. If you're losing, usually your wards are safe ones in your own jungle. But let's see what else would I do. If someone's on blue side. This is an easy pink ward spot. It's like similar to this pink ward spot, but doesn't see the left side as much. But it's safer because the enemy won't kill your pink. But if you're winning, you can easily put a pink there because it's much harder for the enemy to kill it if you're winning. Because if they try to kill it, you'll just jump on them. So, there's that. That may have been a mistake. You can't click it. No! Oh god. Rush catches it with his face. It's a hook, but doesn't do much. He's in trouble. I don't know what just happened there. This is looking really dire for red side. Holy crap. But yeah, once you start winning, you can, like, if you're a stronger jungle, let's say I'm Elise, like, I can ward here and here on my first buyback. Like, he could have done that to counter jungle Rammus.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Like, if you're weak, if your jungler is weaker than the enemy, let's say you're against Lee Sin and you're like, I don't know, Vi pre 6, you would ward like in the river around here. You would never ward this spot if you were Vi, unless you were really far ahead. Like if I'm Vi against Lee Sin and I walk all the way here, I could be walking over wards all this way, and if Lee Sin's in this brush, he would kill me instantly if I were to walk in ward there. So depends on your jungle matchup how far you ward, but usually you ward around here. But if you're a stronger jungle and you want to counter the enemy stuff, enemy camps, or just fight the enemy jungle, you just ward around here. That'd be here over here. So which player is the blue box? That is the least champion release. Didn't you see the spotlight? The blue box. Yeah, I saw the Dunk Master Darius skin. Nesso's in trouble. Nesso's still in trouble. Shyvana's Sunfire, that's a dead. Oh! Never mind, he lives. Oh my god. The man with 9 lives, Mr. Yasuo. This is gold. This is gold. So I'm gonna play Civ 5 after this, so whoever wants to see that can watch that. I'm just waiting for this. And he gets hooked, but this is really one-sided. This is an insane lead. 50% more gold on blue side. That's a staggering lead. Like 10k gold difference when you only have 20k is an insane amount. Like damn, this is just pretty troll right now. I'll play Surgeon Simulator after a round of Civ 5 and FTL probably. That's probably the next game I'm gonna play through. I don't even know how long Surgeon Simulator would be. This goes up. This game was sorta one-sided. It was just one in length days rather than anything else. Tragic. Tragic. This massacre is tragic. And his powers up. I like how it's like a saw. This Rammus skin. Rammus has some of the best skins in the game actually. They're pretty funny, some of them. Yeah, because this one is just like saws. He doesn't like saws. Yeah, so with Rammus, against ranged champions, it's harder to taunt them towards you because if you taunt Yasuo, he'll follow you the entire distance, but a ranged champion stands at their auto range and then autos you then. That's one problem with Rammus is against certain champions, they don't really follow you as much. Surgeon Simulator is like a 20-minute game. Well, I guess that's gonna be one day. This is Gold Division. Yeah, Surgeon Simulator is probably gonna be a one-day thing. Heard Shovel Knight was good, but everyone else is playing it. Who knows? How do you decide when to invade first buff or stay on your side? Usually, like, you look at the map, see where the enemy jungle is, or how strong your mid laner is. If your mid laner is pushing up and they're stronger, then that's easy sign to invade. Like, usually it's up to the laners to hold on to the lane, but in solo queue you never trust your laners unless they're like, unless you see them playing aggressive on the enemy laner. Then that way you can do it. Fuck, I want to play Fire Emblem on stream, but I don't know, Nintendo's pretty anal about their IPs. I wonder how well they'd take me emulating it. I don't know if Nintendo would be pretty cool with that. I think they used to be anal about people using their IPs on YouTube. I forgot what happened to that controversy. Let's see. Really want a capture card for my 3DS, so. Actually don't own a Game Boy Advance right now, or Fire Emblem. I heard Shovel Knight. It's really good. This goes for a steal. Unfortunately, Elise has no vision, so there's no point dropping down when it's out. She didn't know how low it would be, so we can't stop it. Elise is leveling E2nd, but they're so far behind this game. Wish I could speed this game out. I'm pretty sure this game. Oh yeah, Game Dev Tycoon. I could play that. Neither of the supports have sweepers. Yeah, that is a facepalm moment. The first people to have sweepers should usually be the support, because once they get Sightstone, they don't need that extra ward. Oh, I don't. If you tell Nintendo you're gonna emulate a game, play in front of 20 people, I don't think they'll give a shit. Free publicity. You don't know Nintendo. That was the argument a lot of people made when Nintendo DMCA or whatever, or like I forgot what they call it, against their content, because I had a huge issue with anyone that played Nintendo games on YouTube that take it down. So you'd be surprised how ancient some of their practices are. Like, I mean, hell, it's hard enough to get fucking Smash Bros. As an esport, because Nintendo's like, no, we don't want you playing our game, making it more popular. So you'd be surprised how Nintendo reacts. No, no Smash Bros. You'd be shocked. Oh, thanks, new sub. Who'd I just subbed? Game Dev Tycoon's only good for 2 playthroughs. Thanks for 7, Abu Navu. Yeah, I think Nintendo's more cool now, but there was a time they were really anal about a lot of stuff. It's like, oh no. Oh no, Smash Bros. Is being played publicly in a tournament. Better cancel the event. Yeah, but it was like, that's why it was really slow, because fucking Nintendo. This game's pretty much over. Like, I can't really commentate on this game. It's just one-sided. Like, all the lanes won, the jungle won, and then it's all about cleanup. Like, there's not much you can do in a game like this when it's that one-sided. I'll probably play Shovel Knight soon then. I actually played DayZ. I played 2 days of it. Now once you get to the military base, it's like, eh. Apparently there's good mods for it though. I played the... Are there still zombies in DayZ? Like whenever I see people playing it on their playthroughs, there's like no zombies. They're just finding people. Yeah, Nintendo's not as backwards anymore, thank God. Because their market share was getting destroyed. This is how you play at F.